Tell me what you like about visiting your dad.
I get to hug him.
It's nice to see him and spend some time with him.
What do you like to do on a visit?
Play.
Play. Okay, what do you like to play on a visit?
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
An estimated 2.1 million children across Europe have a parent in prison on any given day.
Oh, good heaven. Well, you needed that 6.
1, 2,
No. 2,
3,
3,
4, 5, 6.
Okay. Phone calls cost money. Who do you think should pay for them?
You.
And why me?
Because you got a lot of money.
Oh, I wish. Is seeing your dad important to you, and why?
Yeah, because I only get to see him like once a week.
As well as the loss of a parent, children with a parent in prison may experience stigma, trauma and anxiety, which may impact their emotional and physical well-being and their personal development.
Okay. What does seeing your dad mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I don't get to see him that much and I like to spend some time with him.
Okay, good answer. What's the worst part of the visit?
When he leaves.
I know.
I have to sit in the chair for ages.
I know. Not good, is it?
In 2018, the Council of Europe issued policy guidelines to its 47 member states aimed at safeguarding the rights of children of imprisoned parents.
There are 47 countries that are part of the Council of Europe. So I want you to try and help me identify some of these countries.
Got it.
One of these is Slovakia and one of those is Slovenia.
Oh, I know which one is.
Do you want to grab both?
No! Go for this one. Go for this one.
No. Iceland.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what this one is.
Very hot, sunny, begins with a G.
Oh.
Where the gods are from. Well, like,
Oh
which
yeah,
god?
good clue.
God. And goddess.
Like Zeus, Ares, don't know. Can't remember.
Greece.
Yes.
Hold on.
The policy guidelines reaffirm that children with a parent in prison are entitled to the same rights as other children, including regular contact with their parents if this is in their best interests. Like most guidelines, they have been written by adults for adults. But what would they look like if children rewrote them? We took 2 of the guidelines concerning the use of technology in maintaining contact and asked a group of young people to describe them in their own words.
Recommendation 25. So I told you there were a lot of these, didn't I? So we're just doing this one. In accordance with national law and practice, the use of information and communication technology, video conferencing, mobile and other telephone systems, internet including webcam and chat functions, shall be facilitated between face-to-face visits and should not involve excessive costs. What do you think that means? There's some big words in there, aren't there? Do you want to tell me? I'm going to point to some of those words that are maybe a bit tricky.
Conferencing.
Video conferencing. So where it's a bit like FaceTime. It's a bit like FaceTime but with different equipment.
Okay. That one.
Communicating.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is communicating.
Like having a chat,
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
and like speaking to each other.
Yeah. Does anybody know what the word means?
Something that
No.
means something.
It does mean something.
The original guidelines state that, in accordance with national law and practice, the use of information and communication technology, video conferencing, mobile and other telephone systems, internet, including webcam and chat functions, etc., shall be facilitated between face-to-face visits and should not involve excessive costs. Imprisoned parents shall be assisted with the costs of communicating with their children if their means do not allow it. These means of communication should never be seen as an alternative which replaces face-to-face contact between children and their imprisoned parents. Rules for making and receiving telephone calls and other forms of communication with children shall be applied flexibly to maximise communication between imprisoned parents and their children. When feasible, children should be authorised to initiate telephone communications with their imprisoned parents.
So what could represent information and communication technology? So what do you think that is? What do you think information and communication technology is? So it's things like, what's that?
Like a photo.
Yeah?
What's that?
A laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's information and communication technology. So let's pop that
And
next
then you got
to...
a phone.
Yeah, you can grab the
that's
phone as well. Perfect.
Phone.
Can you think of another word for excessive?
A ton.
A ton. So the cost should not be a ton,
A lot.
not be a lot. So do we think anybody else should obey the rules?
Everyone.
Everyone.
The Queen.
Rewritten by the Young People Pop supports, the guidelines now look like this.
Everyone, including prison bosses and the Queen, should follow the rules about helping children stay in touch with their family member in prison. The cost of using the phone should not be a lot. People in prison should be helped with the costs of having a chat with their kids if they can't afford it. Phone calls and chats using my computer should not replace visits. Phone calls between children and their parents in prison should be allowed at a time that suits them. Where possible, children should be able to call their parent in prison.
How will you help children understand their rights?
What would you like to say to the staff who work at the prison? Thank you.
Can you give my dad an iPad or phone? Ask him if my dad can come.
Ask them if your dad can come home. I know, that's a good question.
Yeah.